Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Touch pass on the run. Running to Green. To the 10. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Now on 1st down from the 30. QB draw. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
On the run, it's Tyson. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking down the middle. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. He's got an open man.
They get the go route outside, and the quarterback was just licking his chops. He looked outside, he saw press man-to-man coverage, and he knew he had to win. If he could just be accurate with the throw, that was going to be an explosive play. You just could not draw that up any better.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He's looking to pass. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Power football with the run. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Catch inside the 25. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 30. Turning on the Jets. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
It's complete on the right side. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Tyson. Oh, ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they've dug themselves an even bigger hole.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He caught it! He's in for the touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got it set up on the outside. That's a live ball. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Tyson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the 1st.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the 1st down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Strickland. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Forward, and the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. The give. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. And he hammers his way in for a touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They want to throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Under fire. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Trying to set up the screen. Makes a man miss. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll run it from the gun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Snags it over the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Grab behind the line. It's Williamson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Gonna run it. It's Tyson. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick shovel pass. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Grab near the marker is Williamson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Sure hands, it's Tyson. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Open spaces. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Now on second down. The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Gunderson. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be first and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Spins away. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The gift to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.